European football is finally back. We are now up to the knockout stages of the Champions League, and I, as always, am going to be bringing you my score predictions for the first leg of the round of 16 of the 2022/23 UEFA Champions League. Let's get straight into it with the first game, AC Milan against Tottenham. I think that these two clubs are very evenly matched, and they're a lot alike. Obviously, AC Milan in the Italian league, Tottenham in the English league, but they're both a side that haven't really won much in recent years. I know Milan won Serie A last season, and they're doing pretty well this season. But prior to the last two seasons, they went on a run of 7 seasons without finishing in a Champions League spot. Really, the same story with Tottenham. So I think this one is going to be a very good game. But I think in the end, Tottenham are going to lead the way for the reverse fixture to being played at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium when the second legs get played. But I'm going to say Tottenham will win the first leg, a 1-0 away win to start us off. Next up, PSG against Bayern Munich. Both sides doing really well in each of their individual leagues. Bayern Munich do have some competition in the Bundesliga though, with Union Berlin and Dortmund breathing down their neck. But I think that this will end in a Bayern Munich victory. I will back both sides to score. It's going to be a good game, this one, but I think it will end 2-1 to Bayern Munich going into the second leg. We move on now to another German club, Borussia Dortmund, facing Chelsea. Dortmund didn't have the greatest of starts to their season in the Bundesliga, but they have climbed the table now. I think they've won 4 of their last 4 league games. They now see themselves in 3rd place. Chelsea, another side that has been struggling in their league as well, in the Premier League, currently 9th place, but after the transfer window that they did have, and they brought in some really big names. Enzo Fernandez, you'll remember him from the World Cup. We've got Madueke that came in. And there's loads of other individual signings that has added up with the amount of money that they have spent. They've spent quite a lot. They've got quite a lot of players in. But yeah, I think it will take a while for the Chelsea team to gel together, but I do think that they do have a very good squad, and within the next 3 seasons, they're going to be a very good team. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it this season, but they're certainly going to win the Champions League in the next 3 seasons. That is going to be my big prediction. In this game, I am going to back Chelsea to win this one, though, 2-1. Again, I think it'll be a very good game because both of these sides, as I said, they were struggling in their leagues. You know, a like-for-like game here. But I will just edge Chelsea in this one to win this 2-1. It may end a draw, but I'll back Chelsea for the win. Next up, Club Brugge against Benfica. This one's going to be a good one. I think this one is going to be high-scoring. Club Brugge did really well in their group stage, obviously beating Atletico Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen, which are, 2 top sides. And yeah, I think we're going to get a very good game with lots of goals in this one. But I am going to back Benfica to win this fixture 3-2, and once again all to play for in the second leg. But yeah, very good game here. But I'm going to back Benfica to win it. Next up, Frankfurt against Napoli. Napoli doing superb in the Serie A this season, top of the table. Also did really well in their group as well, absolutely smashing Liverpool and Ajax and Rangers in their games. And yeah, I think they'll be able to win this one as well. Frankfurt doing all right in the Bundesliga, currently 5th place, occupying a Europa League spot for next season. Still time to get into that top 4 in the Bundesliga. But in this game, as I said, I'm going to back Napoli. I'll back both sides to score, but I think Napoli will win this one 3-1. Next up, got a big game, Liverpool against Real Madrid. These sides normally always face each other in the final. It's not going to happen this time because one team will have to leave in the round of 16. 2 massive clubs, Liverpool, a bit like Chelsea, having a horrible time in the Premier League currently. Real Madrid doing all right, not the best. Barcelona, of course, are top of the Spanish league in La Liga. But I do think Madrid will win this one, and I think they'll win it quite comfortably, actually. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Real Madrid win in this game. And then we'll move on now to Inter Milan against Porto, where Porto had a very good time in their group. They obviously topped it, first place, beat Leverkusen and Atletico Madrid and Club Brugge, and rightly so. Inter Milan currently second place in Serie A. I don't think they will be able to catch Napoli. There is a big point difference between first and second, but they're still doing pretty decent in the Italian league. But I'm going to back Porto in this one. I will back both sides to score, but I think Porto will take the advantage. And obviously the second leg being played at home in Portugal, Porto could be in for another good round of the Champions League. I mean, a couple of seasons ago, they shocked Juventus and made it through to the semi-final before they did end up losing to Chelsea in that game. But Porto, it's a club that isn't named as one of the big teams, but if you have a look at their past seasons in European football, just because they're in a low Portuguese league that no one particularly cares about, doesn't mean that they're not a big club. And I think we're going to see a good Porto side for the remainder of this Champions League as well. I don't think they'll go all the way, but they still have a very good chance. But we finish off with RB Leipzig against Manchester City. Man City currently in a spot of trouble with the Premier League. Also been a bit shaky in the Premier League recently as well, but they are grinding out results. Currently second place in the Premier League. We all know that. Arsenal top of the table, and yeah, Man City, they have still got time, but with the likes of Manchester United now breathing down their neck, I think Man City could drop down even further. Their opponents, Leipzig, doing pretty well in the Bundesliga, currently 4th place, and also they had a pretty good group stage as well. Man City currently, the players and Pep Guardiola, they're having fallouts, not very good links between the manager and players. The likes of Joao Cancelo, who has left to go to Bayern Munich on loan for the rest of the season, probably won't be returning to City unless Pep does leave. We've got the likes of Kyle Walker, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Haaland has come out. So will that affect this game? Has that given Leipzig a chance? As I said, I think things will sort themselves out when the reverse fixture is played at the Etihad, but I do think that we are going to see a draw in this game. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw, and that finishes off my round of 16 first leg score predictions. Of course, I will be bringing you my second leg score predictions once all of these fixtures are completed. But yeah, if you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already, and I will see you all in my next video.